All right, let's talk about something that can feel a little nerve-wracking, the home appraisal. It can feel like this big, mysterious test for your biggest investment. But you know what? It really doesn't have to be. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly what an appraiser is looking for and give you a super simple, powerful game plan to make sure your home's real value truly shines. So, the appraiser is scheduled, the day is coming, and this question is probably running through your mind. Is my home actually ready for its close-up? And hey, don't worry, this isn't about spending thousands on a crazy last-minute renovation. Not at all. This is all about smart, strategic prep that's more about your time and effort than your wallet. So, here's our game plan for today. We've got 4 simple stages. First, we'll get into the right mindset with first impressions count. Then, we'll get practical with the fix-it countdown. After that, it's all about the final polish in the last 24 hours. And finally, we'll cover how you can prove your home's worth with the right paperwork. It's a clear 4-step playbook to get you ready. Okay, first up, first impressions. And look, the key here isn't to start knocking down walls or anything crazy. It's really just about setting the stage and making sure that the appraiser's first look at your property is a really positive one. This is all about getting into the right mindset. You know, this quote right here, this is basically our mantra for this whole process. Think of it as your North Star. Well-maintained, easy to inspect, and clearly documented. If you can nail these 3 things, you are setting the appraiser up to not only see your home's value, but, and this is the important part, to justify that value in their official report. All right, let's get our hands dirty. Section 2 is your fix-it countdown. This is your 1-week game plan. These are the real actionable things you can tackle in the week before the visit. So think of this as a totally manageable checklist, not some huge, overwhelming project. First things first, you're going to walk through your own home like you're seeing it for the very first time. I mean it. Grab a notepad and jot down every little thing you see. That dripping faucet you've been ignoring, a cracked tile in the bathroom, a little bit of peeling paint. Now, by themselves, these are tiny, but when an appraiser sees them all together, it paints a picture of the home's overall condition. Next up, you're going to go on a functionality tour. The appraiser is definitely going to be testing these things, so you need to beat them to it. Flip every switch, turn on every fan, check every lock. Having a note in their report that says something like guest bathroom fan not working is just an unforced error. It's a simple fix for you, but it becomes a permanent note on that report that can just chip away at the value. Now, let's talk about the slightly bigger stuff. Things like a damp patch on the ceiling or a wobbly handrail. These aren't just cosmetic issues. To an appraiser, they're potential red flags that could hint at bigger structural or safety problems. These are the kinds of things that can have a direct negative impact on your valuation, so they absolutely have to be addressed. Okay, we're in the home stretch now, moving into the final 24 hours before the visit. This is the final polish. The fixes are done, and now it's all about presentation, about cleanliness, and making the space feel as open and inviting as possible. Inside, you really want to focus on those high-impact areas. A sparkling clean kitchen and bathroom, that goes a long way. Wipe down those forgotten spots like cabinets and switch plates, make the beds, open up the windows, let some fresh air in. These little touches just make a home feel well cared for, and it makes a huge difference. Now this slide, this one is so important because it's really about the psychology of space. Look at the left. A cluttered home doesn't just look messy. It actually feels smaller, and it makes it physically harder for the appraiser to do their job. But on the right, when everything is accessible, the home instantly feels larger, better maintained. It just works. The takeaway here is that decluttering is probably one of the highest return activities you can do. And hey, don't forget the outside. The appraiser's first impression starts the second they pull up to the curb, way before they even knock on your door. A swept entryway, a clean front door, maybe some tidy landscaping, it all sets a positive tone for the entire visit. It sends a signal that this is a well-maintained property inside and out. All right, we've reached our final section, proving your home's worth. You've done all the physical prep work, and now it's time to prepare the evidence. This is all about putting together the information the appraiser needs to see the full value that you've put into this home. So, how do you actually do that? Well, as you can see here, you put together a simple information packet. Think of it as a little cheat sheet for the appraiser. Make a list of all your major upgrades, that new roof, the kitchen remodel, then back it up with any permits or invoices you have. You could even include a list of recent home sales in your area. You're not telling them how to do their job, you're just making it way easier for them to do it accurately. So, on the day of the visit, the plan is super simple. First, make sure every single door is unlocked and everything is accessible. Second, keep any pets out of the way. It's just safer and less distracting for everyone. And third, be there to answer their questions, but then just step back and give them the space they need to work. A smooth, professional visit is always a good visit. And really, that brings us right to our biggest takeaway. It's not about one huge, expensive project. It's the combination of all these small things, the little fixes, the cleanliness, the organized info packet that empowers an appraiser to see and, more importantly, to justify your home's maximum possible value in their final report. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question to really think about. When you look at this entire game plan we just walked through, what's the one thing you can do today that will give you the biggest bang for your buck, time-wise? Pick one thing, get it done, and you'll already be well on your way to a great appraisal.